Welcome back to the 10 days of Galentines. This series is for all of my girlies, whether we are single or whether we are taken, to take the season of love to pour back into ourselves. This series is also available on Spotify, so the link will be in the description for you guys to follow along. Make sure that you don't miss out on any episode in this series by subscribing and clicking the notification bell because we are going to get into it. Today's topic, we are going to discuss how to stop settling and how to start attracting what we deserve. Because people think that if they hyper focus on not settling romantically and attracting what they deserve romantically, then that's it. That's the job done. But I want you to have high quality relationships across the board, not just romantically, platonically, familially, all of that. I want you guys to have high quality relationships, period. Here are the chapters for today's video, and let's get right into it. One of the most important and the most crucial step that you need to take in order to stop settling and start attracting what you deserve is to recognize your worth in yourself first before you start to seek it in other people. If you recognize your worth in yourself first, then nobody can tell you what they think you deserve. Then you won't settle for what somebody else thinks you deserve. You walk into it with knowledge and information of this is what I want, this is what I am worth, and I will not settle for anything less than that. Because then nobody can come along and be like, actually, pipe down, here is what I'm going to give you because this is what you actually deserve. Nobody can tell you that because you've done the work to be able to be a healthy, functioning individual in a healthy relationship. So nobody can come and tell you, I'm going to give you bare minimum communication because you deserve bare minimum communication. Hello? Absolutely not. So important, because I don't want you girlies to be going into relationships and to be going into friendships not knowing your worth and having people treat you like absolute poo just because they can, and then in turn try to convince you that that is what you deserve. They don't get to be lazy boyfriends, lazy partners, lazy husbands, lazy friends, best friends to you just because they can. If you don't know your own value and your worth before you enter into that, you are not going to be able to push back because you don't know any better. You don't know any better. I remember when I was a teenager, I was not the most healthiest individual. However, there were certain friendships and certain relationships that I stayed in because I thought that this is what I deserved. And I thought that this was the best that it could get. And I really liked these people, even though they were not being great friends. So I stayed. If I knew my worth at that time, do you think I would have stayed? If I was working on myself at that time, do you think I would have stayed? That is the reason why I'm not accepting friendships like that right now. That is the reason why I'm not accepting relationships like that right now. I have grown, I have matured, I have done the work to look into myself, to work in myself, and understand that no human deserves that. No human needs to settle for that. And you can get whatever you want as long as you allow and require it. So the standards of my requirements have increased because high standards, high quality experiences. Recognize your worth first before you seek it in other people so that they don't lowball you on what your worth is. The second thing is a mindset shift. I made a whole episode talking about mindset shift, but this particular mindset shift is the shift from I need to prove myself to I simply show up as I am. When I learned this was such a dramatic changing point for me to get out of my masculine energy and to actually go into my feminine energy. Some of you might be hearing that and think, oh brother, here we go again. This feminine energy stuff, masculine energy stuff. I promise you, like without the whole new age stuff, it works. I have seen it in my own life. Before, the way that I used to approach friendships and the way that I used to approach the people that I liked, I would try and show all my good qualities on purpose. I would be like, I can do this, and I know a lot about this, and I'm very great at this. I'm so funny. I'm not funny, but and I would just do things or say things that have the undertone of, this is why you should pick me to be your friend. This is why you should consider me to do this. It comes from a place of low self-esteem because maybe past experiences have made you think that nobody would want to be friends with you once they see your actual flaws. You view yourself as your flaws, so you project everything that you're good at, you lead with that. You're not attracting them, you're pulling them in by force. Proving or showing or like that kind of stuff is very, very masculine. It's very like do, go. And I find that whenever I would do that, when I would enter into the friendships and to the relationships, there was often no grace for me once I made a mistake. And it was because the relationships were also unhealthy. The relationships were also toxic. I decided to make the conscious decision to start working on my feminine energy, to start working on my self-love. I naturally started exhibiting the behavior of I simply show up as I am. And that's how I used to be. I literally used to be like that until I wasn't for whatever reason. And now I'm back to it. And let me tell you, the friendships that I have attracted as a result, the relationships that I have attracted as a result, top tier, 10/10 for me personally. Like, they have filled me up so much. They have built me up so much. They've been so loving, and I've been able to naturally pour back into those people because I feel just like at the brim with love, with respect, with whatever. I was able to be my authentic self, my true self, because I shifted into that mindset, because I wasn't trying to force anything, and because I wasn't trying to prove how good of a friend that I would be. I showed up as my true self without trying, and because of that, people who genuinely liked that became friends with me. That being said, all of you girlies that are in uni, guys, when I heard this, I almost had a fit because there is no way I'm letting you guys go out like that. All of you that are in uni and you have that mindset of I need to prove myself, and you have this person that you like, you're cooking him food every day, you are washing his clothes every week. Matter of fact, you are driving this person from A to B to C to D. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you trying so hard to prove yourself? He's not going to fall in love with you like that. He's not going to pick you because of that. Shift your mindset from that to I simply show up as I am. Not settling and actually wanting to attract what you deserve is such a journey and such a process. And this is something that I've always had, to not be afraid to be selective and prioritize quality instead of quantity. Since I was in high school, primary school, uni, I never had a big group of friends. Like, we weren't a big group. I do remember periods in high school where I was like, damn, it'd be so nice to be in a friendship group like that. But being selective means that you will have a small circle of very, very good friends rather than a large circle of subpar friends that you have very light connections with and that would not care to check up on you if you never messaged them back. Because I feel like the larger the group is, the more there's going to be individual groups within the group. And even if there's not individual groups within the group, you simply cannot keep up with everybody on the same level. There are going to be people that you naturally prioritize because you talk to them more, because you cannot talk to 20 people the same way at the same time all the time. If you want to have higher quality friendships, if you want to stop settling for unhealthy, toxic relationships and to start attracting healthy ones, be selective. Don't be scared thinking that you're gonna be friendless or whatever if you start actually being picky with who you choose. No. And even if you're friendless for a small period of time, once you have the friend, they'll stay friends with you for a long period of time because you prioritized quality instead of quantity, because they actually want to be part of your life and not just be someone that wants to be seen with you all the time. They will be there to support you in the bad times as well as the good, and not just show up when things are good and just dip and be uncontactable when things are bad. You chose based off of quality. You didn't choose for someone to be another addition to your friendship group. So this is your homework. This is your homework. And I only have one thing for you to do. I know that a lot of my girlies that are in these situations, they don't know what counts as settling for them. They don't have like a list of like no-nos or whatever. So you are going to make a no compromise list. It's a good thing to have like a list of what you're looking for, a list of your deal breakers, but this is a list of things that you will not compromise on. Not that he has or what you have or what he is going to do that is going to make you leave, but just things that you have in your life already that you do not want to shift or change for you to maintain individuality. All relationships require some form of compromise, so don't put things that you're like, I can compromise on this. These are just things that are just like, absolutely not, I will not compromise on this. We could go on and on and on, but I think that you get my point. These are all the things that will help you to stop settling and to start attracting what you actually deserve. I'm so excited to have you guys come along with me on this series. If you haven't checked out the last episodes, what are you doing? This is episode 6. 4 more episodes to go. Go ahead and check out the other ones so that you don't miss out anything that we're talking about. Make sure to like this video as well and follow all of my social media so that you can keep up with me and so that also I can interact with you guys. Leave a comment in the comment section down below as well, because I read all of my comments. I do. I'd love to know your experiences as well when it comes to settling, when it comes to attracting what you deserve. Definitely let people know down below. I hope you guys have the best day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.